On the count of three, ready on the hill. 1, 2, 3.
Ready on the hill!
In 1885, on Orange Lake near Newburgh, New York, Counselor Sumner Dudley and 7 boys went camping for 8 days on a borrowed site. This was the starting point of what we now know to be summer camp.
Well, Daddy, won't you take me back to old YMCA, down by Biscuit River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Carey's old recall is all laid away. When I was a young boy at old YMCA, just 2 hours from the city, so peaceful, sublime.
Camping out was not a new idea, but a supervised, organized, goal-oriented trip was. The first century of camping in the USA was one of pioneering, pathfinding, and adventure. Camps started relatively small and lasted sometimes less than 2 weeks. Early camps were set up with a regimented arrangement of physical, social, educational, and religious activities. In addition, an emphasis was placed on friendly, personal attention to campers. The primary focus was Christian character building. Through example, leaders were expected to inspire the boys' development. Physical strength, fun, and enjoyment were important, but underneath it all was the higher goal of Christian commitment. Many camps started with a military structure where bugle calls announced activity changes, campers did KP duty, and in some cases, camper officers were called colonel or captain. Then, in 1929, the book Camping and Character by Hedley S. Demock and Charles E. Henry revolutionized camping. This new approach greatly influenced YMCA camp administrators. It was based on 3 principles, which are still in practice. The first is programming. In essence, everything that goes on at camp, from waking through daily activities to the last thoughts before bed, everything impacts the camper. Every part of camp must be made as meaningful as possible. The second is environment. Each program should be geared to fit its own environment. There is not one formula for all camps to follow. And finally, group life is the primary method through which the camp program is carried out. Every event can be used as a teachable moment to encourage campers' individual development towards socially desirable attitudes, habits, and ideals. In essence, the cabin group became a lab in which campers learned how to live as individuals as well as useful members of the group.
I point to myself, I say here, I say here. Here is my top-notcher Yama, my dear. Top-notcher Yama, my dear. That's what I learned at Camp 4.
Traditional programming consisted of fishing, swimming, baseball, and programs around the campfire. With a little imagination, these quickly expanded to include stunt nights, treasure hunts, backwards days, Paul Bunyan days, and mock trials. With these started a tradition of having fun at camp. Campers and parents soon realized that there was a greater potential to learn new skills, meet new friends, and develop leadership qualities. Camping was also a chance to help children develop attitudes and practices that contribute to the building of society. Camping earned a reputation for developing character and leadership. It has helped develop a new way of life for many Americans. Paul V. McNutt, one-time governor to Indiana and High Commissioner to the Philippines, said,
"Camp life gives to the boys and girls a training in self-reliance, utilization of skills, love of nature and the outdoors that no other institution in American life so adequately provides.
Over time, camps found it necessary to offer a wide variety of programming in order to continue growing. This became known as specialty camping and ranged in the early days from covered wagon trips through Yellowstone Park to fitness weeks for men to construction camps where campers learned by doing while helping build and care for camp buildings. Today's specialty camping includes programs like teen adventure trips, biking, canoeing, and hiking trips, sport specialties like soccer, baseball, and gymnastics, farm and ranch camping, surf and skateboard camps, even computer and music-based programs. This specialty camping also led camp directors to look for ways to utilize the camp facilities year-round, which resulted in programs such as winter camp, adult and youth conferencing, and environmental education for school groups. Early in camping history, the YMCA introduced day camp, an alternative to resident camping, where children could gain similar benefits. Day camp was generally geared towards younger children, yet had the same distinctive emphasis as all YMCA programs. In 1983, Max W. Clowers, a career camp director whose camping experience started in 1921, wrote,
"The old magic is still there if one uses the natural wonder of youth to fuel programs that open new windows of experience and relationships. I have always thought of camp as a very special kind of community. I've thought of it in terms of its redemptive power in young lives. The camper-counselor relationship can be one of the most powerful influences in a young life if it is properly understood and managed with sensitivity."
If you somehow touch one child and they get a sense of self and confidence and even just happiness, and they bring it back to their families and their schools, camp can affect millions of people.
As Richard T. Schwartz said, the joy and success of a camp depend not on the new pool, the pleasant lodging, or the other facilities, but on the leadership.
The world needs caring leaders, not just effective leaders, but caring, sensitive leaders. And camp creates caring, sensitive leaders.
Together, we can continue the tradition of helping the campers of today become the leaders of tomorrow. From its humble beginnings 125 years ago of 7 campers and 1 counselor, camping has grown to a point where today the American Camp Association reports that 10 million children attend camp annually. Over the years, programs have changed, facilities have grown, and directors have come and gone. But the spirit of camping, the desire to help children become caring, thoughtful, independent adults, still remains the same as in 1885.
Here I am sitting on a mountain looking at a valley below me. Never before have I seen such beauty, never have I had such a feeling. I wish I could keep it forever. I know I can't, but I can keep those memories. It's our last chance, it's our last chance, it's our last chance to praise the day. It's our last chance, it's our last chance, it's our last chance to praise the day. The ocean's on fire with the burning of a sunset. Better look quick or you'll miss it. It doesn't last long, but boy, when it's gone, you got to admit it was worth it. I wish I could watch it forever. I know I can't, but I can keep those memories. It's our last chance, it's our last chance, it's our last